We've got an active shooter situation at Perry High School.
Schools in Perry, Iowa closed today following a shooting. An update on the victims and what investigators are looking into this morning.
Plus, tax cuts from the Capitol, what the governor says he wants to see in the proposal in order to sign off on it.
A chilly start to our morning. We did clear out overnight. We're in the upper teens to around 20. We'll take a look at some weather makers in our forecast coming up.
Good Friday morning, everybody. You made it through the week. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynch-Ide.
I'm Chris Stanford. So yeah, even if this big snowmaker on Monday, Tuesday doesn't quite come to fruition and be what we think it might be. It's so hard to tell at this point. Looks like there are a couple more chances in the forecast.
We're certainly going to see some sort of accumulating snow over the next week or so. Kelly Slifka is tracking it all for you, giving us the latest updates, Kelly.
Yeah, next week is going to be a very active week. Even as Chris mentioned, if Tuesday's storm doesn't pan out, we've got another opportunity on Thursday, then the following weekend. So people that have been waiting for some snow, just kind of hold tight. We do have that in our forecast over the next 10 days or so. A chilly start to the morning simply because we cleared out right over Dane County, 18 degrees, 19 right now in Wanakee, 20 currently in Middleton. So cool start to our morning. A few snow showers and flurries tomorrow. This is not going to accumulate at all. Just a few flakes of snow around. Mid-30s right through Monday, so still running above average. We will start to see those changes come in Tuesday, and that's with that storm system that's going to be tracking to our south. Right now, the trend is keeping the heavier snow down in the south in Illinois, but still possibility of seeing some accumulation by Tuesday of next week. So looking at more clouds than sun today as temperatures climb up close to 30 at the noon hour. See a southerly wind bringing us some milder temperatures today in the mid-30s this afternoon. So all in all, running above our average for this time of the year. As the skies turn mostly cloudy, we should be topping out close to 35. So quiet today. Talk about those snow showers tomorrow and also that snowfall potential next week coming up.
Talk to you then. New this morning, Governor Tony Evers says he's open to 2 different Republican proposals headed into 2024.
This is brand new information this morning. Our Shane Hogan is here with what it could mean for your tax dollars. Good morning, Shane.
Hey, guys. Good morning. That's right. Now, these 2 Republican proposals focus on tax cuts and the legalization of medical marijuana. The governor sat down in a one-on-one interview with our political reporter, Will Keneally, to discuss these issues. The governor had previously vetoed 2 different Republican tax cuts that would have impacted Wisconsinites, making between roughly $27,000 and $300,000 per year. He says he doesn't want a tax cut to go to those who are wealthy. Evers tells News 3 he might back this new tax that targets retirees.
What would it take to get you on board?
Well, to tell me who's going to benefit from this. If we're going to focus on retirees who spent their lives working hard and are maybe even struggling in retirement, then I'm before it. So we'll see. I'm open to it.
Evers also said he backs medical marijuana in principle as long as there are no poison pills. This means Wisconsin could be inching closer to joining its neighbors with some form of legalized marijuana. Now, we could see both of those proposals introduced by the Wisconsin legislature later this month. So something we'll be keeping a track on. Of course, Will Keneally will be all over it as he usually is, but 2 really significant things that could impact Wisconsinites coming this year.
Yeah, certainly, and a great one-on-one by Will Keneally. Thank you, Shane.
You got it.
This is part of a series of conversations Will is holding with state leaders to start the new year. You can find more comments from Governor Evers and other community voices. It's up on our Channel 3000 mobile app.
6:03 now this morning. Another community in America is grappling with gun violence in the classroom. Police say a 17-year-old shot 6 people at Perry High School in Iowa, killing a 6th grader. That student attended the middle school on the same campus. The shooter was a student at the high school. He died by suicide at the scene. All Perry School District buildings are closed today as the community deals with the tragedy.
This is absolutely a nightmare. This is absolutely horrible.
The surviving shooting victims, 4 students, and 1 school administrator are all expected to live. Right now, investigators are still trying to find out the shooter's motive, though. They are looking at several social media posts he made around the time of the attack.
6:04 now. This morning, we're breaking down the upcoming deadlines for Wisconsin's new legislative maps. This after the state Supreme Court ruled the current GOP-drawn maps are unconstitutional. Here we go. By January 12th, a week from now, all parties to the lawsuit have to submit their maps. Then 10 days later, those same parties are expected to provide supporting arguments for the maps to the courts. Then on February 1st, 2 consultants with experience in drawing legislative districts will submit reports that analyze each map. And finally, those new maps have to be in place by March 15th for the new districts to be in play for the November election. We're learning more about those consultants tasked with analyzing the maps as those deadlines approach. One is from Carnegie Mellon University and redrew New York's maps after a court struck down ones adopted by Democrats. The other consultant is from UC Irvine and helped redraw Virginia's districts after bipartisan deadlock. The consultants will receive $450 an hour in taxpayer money for their work. It's up to $100,000 each. The court's conservative justices did oppose hiring those consultants.
People under 19 who were enrolled in Medicaid or Badger Care Plus as of January 1st will be covered for 12 full months afterwards. That's even if their parents' income increases or they no longer meet each program's rules. The change comes as the result of a Consolidated Appropriations Act, which Congress passed in 2022. When the 12 months are up, new members need to complete a renewal process to see if they're still eligible.
And a bipartisan bill could give you more time with Wisconsin's parks and forests. It's calling for park and forest annual passes to be valid for a full year after you purchase them. Right now, the passes are only good for the year in which they're purchased. In 2023, a pass bought in January and then one bought in December cost the same and expired at the same time at the end of the year. A committee is recommending that the full legislature pass that bill.
In Whitewater, officials and immigration experts are responding to rumors about hundreds of immigrants arriving in the city. But the reality is more complex than the headlines. News 3 Now's Maddie Himes went to Jefferson County to set the record straight.
Last week, on December 28th, Whitewater's police chief and city manager co-signed this letter to the White House, asking for support in serving their increasingly immigrant population. Now, the letter has gained attention of many who city officials say may not understand the full context. The letter estimates that 800 to 1,000 immigrants have arrived in Whitewater in the past 2 years. Some people took to X and other various sites to express their concern with the situation. Quickly stocked photos of immigrants exiting a bus, references to the Biden administration, and words like dump and flood were being used to describe the situation. Whitewater immigration expert Margaret Wheeler told me it's always more complex than a headline.
It's never a black and white situation. We have amazing immigrants here that we've had here for years that are doing wonderful things in our community.
I spoke to city manager John Wydell, who emphasized the fact that the issue has been ongoing for years. He also said the letter was an attempt to support the immigrant population, not villainize them.
What I believe we're dealing with is nothing other than what everybody else wants, which is to find a place for their family to be safe and have services, to become employed, to find a place to live, and to ultimately have their family and their children be educated, go through the schooling system, and be citizens like everybody else.
Wydell says the city has been addressing the change in population for years in the form of English classes, job fairs, and implementing technological advancements to the police force. He and Police Chief Daniel Meyer said they wrote the letter in hopes to receive additional funding for city and police staffing and translation services for government communication. Wydell says the issue lies in resources, not politics. You can read the letter in full on channel3000.com. Reporting in Whitewater, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Congressman Mark Pocan is responding to the situation in Whitewater this morning. He says President Biden is limited in what he can do and that Congress isn't properly funding much needed processing for families who've migrated.
But they may wait 7 years for their case to come up because we won't process the judges that they need to actually do this. So in a way, this is a problem that's Congress has created, Congress hasn't fixed, and yet we're pointing at the president.
Representative Pocan did say he actually hadn't seen the Whitewater letter at the time of those comments. He was only aware of it from social media.
No one's hurt this morning after a small plane turned upside down in Middleton. It flipped while taxiing on the Maury Field tarmac at the Middleton airport. Several emergency vehicles arrived to help, but were quickly sent away after the quick response. Kelly?
All right, a chilly start to the morning. We did clear out temperatures in the teens. Pretty quiet today. We are expecting some snow showers tomorrow. We're tracking that storm next week as well. The first warn forecast just ahead.
And we're looking ahead to summer when a whole new ball game is coming to Madison. The details when we return.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
Dear winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 2.99% APR financing for 60 months on a tough 2023 Toyota Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobuson Buses. Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger, and even healthier? The solution is whiter teeth. Even teeth that are just a little yellow are a problem. They rob your appearance, make you look older, and can hurt your confidence. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
My absolute favorite thing was how easy it was. It takes literally less than 5 minutes.
Power Swabs has made a really big difference in lifting the stains and making my smile more beautiful.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. And after 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Plus, unlike other whitening methods, Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It's time to discover what you've been missing. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the Power Swabs.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this new year. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping. Order right now and take the Power Swabs 5-minute challenge. If your teeth aren't a full 2 shades whiter after your first application, simply return it and you'll get your money back.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
All right, good morning, meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the patio. It is a chilly start to our morning. We did clear out. We can still see some stars and the moon out here this morning. Eventually, the clouds will win out. We will see a little bit more cloud cover this afternoon. I want to take a look at the snow depth. You notice northern Wisconsin actually had a little bit of snow, generally an inch across the Wausau area. Lady Smith up there toward Ashland saw some snow, but we just have patches of snow here in southern Wisconsin. Now, we do have this storm that we're going to be watching next week. Now, it looks like the heavier snow band is going to be staying to the south and southeast of our area, hitting Chicago down into parts of Illinois. Still expecting a couple, 3-4 inches of snow here in southern Wisconsin. There will be a sharp cutoff. Areas to the north and west as you get up to north of the Dells, likely to see maybe an inch. It's all due to the storm track. Right now, it's continuing to track a little bit further to the south. Now, typically, we get our heavier snows if the area of low pressure tracks near the Chicago area, but it looks like it's going to stay to the south. We can expect some snow showers on Monday night into Tuesday, but once again, it looks like the heavier snows are going to be staying to our south. Now, we do have a possibility of seeing some snow showers and flurries tomorrow. It looks like the amounts would be very light, little to no accumulation expected with that. Accumulations, though, on Tuesday with that storm passing to our south, and we're going to be turning much colder. So any snow that we accumulate over the next week or so is going to be sticking around for quite a while. It looks like a fairly cold weather pattern setting up over the next couple of weeks. Now, we do have some clear skies right now, but we are expecting clouds to continue to increase going into the afternoon. It's still going to be mild, though, with a southerly wind, mid-30s today. Now, tomorrow can't rule out some snow showers or flurries. Temperature still in the low to mid-30s throughout the afternoon, so running above our average for tomorrow. Monday should be dry most of the day. The storm's staying down to our south, but still expecting some snow showers to mix on in as we go into late Monday night into Tuesday morning. May see some moderate snow at times, especially areas to the south and east of Madison going into Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night. Then everything winds down by Wednesday. So that's our opportunity of snow. And with that potential of accumulating snow, we do have a first warn alert day for that accumulating snow Tuesday and Tuesday night of next week. We're down to 18, but you notice most areas surrounding Dane County are a little bit milder. 25 in the Dells. It's 22 in Monroe, 23 in Janesville. That's simply because they have cloud cover out there. 35 today, quiet this afternoon. Relatively mild, few snow showers or flurries tomorrow. Once again, little to no accumulation with that. A flurry possible Sunday. We do have that first warn alert day on Tuesday for that potential for some accumulating snow. If we don't get much snow on Tuesday, we have another opportunity for some snow accumulation Thursday. Then the temperatures really drop. Highs next weekend in the upper teens to around 20.
When do you think we're going to know whether or not this is going to develop into something significant for Madison?
I would say probably within the next 24 to 36 hours, we'll have a better handle. I know our computer models have been fluctuating north and south over the last couple of days, but as we get closer to the event, I would say we have a better idea by tomorrow.
All right. That's good. Thanks, Kelly. Here's something exciting. This summer, the Madison Mallards in the Northwoods League are launching the Northwoods Softball Summer League.
Our Catherine Merck spoke with some younger players about this home run of an addition.
In the words of the city's mayor, Madison is going to become the center of the universe for women's sports.
Amazing to see how women's sports is evolving over time.
Because I've always gone to Mallards games my whole life. Even though it's January, La Follette High School softball players Eiley Baskai and Emma Brackett are already thinking about the excitement of summer at the Duck Pond. I've been going to Mallards games my whole life, and I go multiple games per year. I love going. It's so much fun. With a collegiate softball league coming to Warner Park, young women like them will be able to watch their own sport on the diamond.
We cannot think of a better place to launch something as groundbreaking as this than the best women's sports town in America.
I am absolutely confident that the Madison community is going to get behind this team.
There aren't as many opportunities for softball in Madison, and I think this is a big one.
In the middle of winter, the thought of watching the success of female athletes is warming the hearts of these high schoolers. I think it'll be really exciting and really good for younger people to be able to have access to seeing older girls play competitively. The organization is taking suggestions of what the softball team's name is going to be. A link to that portal is on our website right now at channel3000.com. Reporting in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Love to look ahead to summer already. Hey, that new team will also bring new improvements to Warner Park. The infield grass will be replaced with turf, and a portable mound and movable outfield fence will also be installed.
It all comes down to this on Sunday for the Packers. Beat the Bears, and they're in the playoffs. Now, it was the exact same situation last year at Lambeau Field. Week 18, win and you're in situation, and it went the other way. This team, though, isn't thinking about that. Beating Chicago is the only thing that's on their mind, something they've done in the last 9 games they've met in this series. Now, the last time the Bears beat the Packers in Titletown, way back in November of 2015.
I don't think we need to use that. I think this team is motivated enough, just the situation we have to get into the playoffs and how bad we want that. Like I said, just with the season we've had, the bumps along the road, but to put ourselves in position, I think everybody's very motivated.
Nolan Rucci has entered his name in the transfer portal. The former 5-star offensive tackle appeared in just 6 games over the last 2 seasons in Madison. He chose Wisconsin, remember, over Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, among other schools. Rucci going to always be remembered for his game-winning big man touchdown against Illinois. Fresh off yet another holiday face-off championship, the Badger men head back into Big Ten play as they prepare for their final 8 series of the season. Up first, it's a road trip to South Bend to take on a Notre Dame team that's won the last 3 meetings in the series. But Wisconsin entering with some swagger. They've won 7 straight games and have that it factor on the ice.
You kind of feel like we can win each and every game. I feel like we're in each and every game from the start. And I think when you have that throughout the lineup, like everyone's thinking that's pretty impactful and going to be pretty beneficial for you down the stretch. And you're not going to have much panic when guys are thinking like that.
Bucks on the road again, this time in San Antonio to take on the Spurs. Under 3 to play, tied at 118, and Giannis left wide open. He makes them pay. The triple puts Milwaukee up 3. Now it's tied again with under a minute to go, and Giannis does it again. This time with a poster and 3 the old-fashioned way. 44 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists from him. Bucks get the win 125 to 121. And the Wisconsin women still looking for that first Big Ten win of the year. They fall to Nebraska 69-57. Sarah Williams led the way for the Badgers with 16 points and 9 boards. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thank you, Zach. Still ahead, why a change by Google might make your web searching a little less creepy.
We'll talk about it after this.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
Oh, the weather. What's the chance of rain tomorrow?
Ooh, 80%. I make it rain. I make it rain.
Speaking of making it rain, at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, we have an average 95% payout, which leads you to more chances of playing longer and more chances to win big. Play longer, win more, chances are you're gonna like it.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it this new year for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Your logo can identify your company, inspire your customers, and energize your team. We're 4imprint, and we can help your logo create moments that matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
The Home Expo is coming to the Monona Terrace Convention Center this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Meet the Madison area's top builders, remodelers, and home improvement experts at the Monona Terrace Convention Center, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Welcome back. Let's take a peek at Kevin. Excuse me, our morning. I totally forgot. Our sweet friend Andrew is celebrating his last day here at News 3 Now.
We are going to miss Andrew immensely. Hey,
there he is.
Hey, buddy.
What
Hi,
up,
sir.
Andrew? Directing our show like a champ today.
Makes me happy to see a big smile on his face.
I know.
He always has one. He's very talented. We're lucky to have had him for as long as we did.
Great member of the team. You'll be missed, Andrew.
Good luck. Whatever coming next your way, Andrew. We will miss you.
Cheering for you. Hey, Shane's here. He's got the trending story of the day.
All right, let's talk about this one today. This might hit a nerve with the crew on the couch. We're talking about ads and cookies on your browsers because Google is rolling out a test that restricts cookies on the latest version of its Chrome browsers. If you don't know what cookies are, they're the little programs that track you on the internet, and it's why you may see an ad for jeans seconds after maybe you searched for a pair that you'd like to buy. Or if you're Chris, ads for pink Stanley Cups after we had a whole conversation about them yesterday morning. Now, while some are cheering the change, others worry Google could corner the market for targeted advertising by eliminating third-party cookies. So, of course, when it comes to these kinds of things, not always just great news, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
They're getting creepy.
We had this whole conversation yesterday after the show.
If you were watching yesterday morning, we told you about those pink mugs at Target that were selling like hotcakes, and then they were reselling them on places like Facebook Marketplace. And that morning, first thing that comes up on my Facebook Marketplace feed were those Stanley Cups.
Crazy.
Not that I'm searching.
Sell yours.
I'm not even searching for stuff like that.
I don't have the pink one, so I don't know how much like a beige Stanley Cup is worth. Probably way more than it should be. We don't understand.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how Chrome, how it adjusts and how people notice any differences. But yeah, we'll have to keep our eye on this one.
I was thinking it was going to be less creepy, and Shane goes, no, they're just replacing it.
Well, we'll see. We're going to see.
And we'll tell.
That's right.
They're tracking you.
Yeah, I doubt they want less information from us.
Exactly.
We ran out of time to toss to weather. We will get to that big forecast. Here's your bus stop forecast. 35 when you head to the bus stop this morning, 23 at drop-off. More News 3 Now this morning, right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself one. Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. US Cellular.
Hello, everyone. I'm giving this lamp away.
I'm interested.
Great. When can you pick it up? Hello?
I'm interested.
Can you pick it up today? Why did you message me?
I'd be interested.
Are you, though?
Yeah.
You bring lamp to me.
Save yourself the hassle of selling stuff online and donate it to the Salvation Army instead. Now accepting donations at our new Madison location, opening this February.
A concert experience you won't want to miss. It's the Commodores. Performing live Saturday, February 17th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. 70 million albums sold, 7 #1 hits. The Grammy Award-winning Commodores. February 17th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
What it's like to have Gruber Law Offices on my side is like having a superhero or a big brother behind you, helping you along the way.
I think they did an amazing job, and I really, truly felt like they did care.
Gruber Law Offices treated me like family. They made sure I was well taken care of.
Gruber Law Offices treated me like family 10 years ago, and they still certainly treat me like family today.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
I felt that I was always #1 to them.
Hello, Wisconsin insurance brokers. Are you seeking outstanding dental coverage options? Momentum Insurance is your answer.
A locally owned Madison company, we specialize in meeting Wisconsin residents' dental insurance needs. Our comprehensive coverages, competitive commissions, bonus programs, and online portals are what set us apart. Partner with us to elevate your group dental offerings. For details, visit our website at MomentumPlans.com. Momentum Insurance, your partner for outstanding dental coverage.
Steinhaffel's New Year's sale starts now. Ring in the new year with the latest styles for every room in the house. Save up to $800 on living room, dining room, bedroom, and mattresses. And with Steinhaffel's 60-month financing, your new room just got more affordable. But don't wait, because these deals won't last long. The New Year's sale at Steinhaffel's. Shop in-store or online at steinhaffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhaffel's.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro.
Cut, more feeling. Cue the music.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Love it.
New and current customers can get the iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
This morning, a Monona leader shares his thoughts following a deadly police chase in his community.
Plus, hate crimes on the rise in Madison. The new task force police created to try and stop them.
Also, reaction from the governor, his thoughts on the DEI deal impacting UW campuses.
And we do have a quiet day today, but some snow showers and flurries tomorrow. But we're watching a stronger storm system coming our way next Tuesday. We'll talk about it coming up.
A good Friday morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchine. Thanks for waking up with us. We continue to track that storm that we're expecting Monday night into Tuesday. The track of the storm appears to be changing as we get a little bit closer to the date.
Yeah, Kelly Slifka, this thing is not quite coming into focus here a few days out, huh?
Yeah, it's been drifting, or at least our computer models have been drifting it north and south, at least the track of it. Now it's been trending a little bit more toward the south, and as we get a little bit closer to the event, I would say over the next day or so, we should have a better handle on it. But right now it is trending to our south, but close enough that it will be bringing us some accumulating snow, it looks like, on Tuesday. Tomorrow, just a few flurries or snow showers, no accumulation with that. Highs in the mid-30s right through Monday, so we are still running above average as far as our temperatures for this time of January. It is a cold start right now, 18. We did clear out overnight right in Dade County. That's why it's pretty chilly. 18 in DeForest, Sauk City right now at 21. So I think the clouds will eventually fill in, at least mostly cloudy skies today as we get up close to 30 here at the noon hour. Southerly winds should push us up close to 35 this afternoon, so above freezing for today. Temperatures near 35 as skies turn mostly cloudy. We'll track that storm system for you and show you some of those uncertainties and what we can expect for snowfall coming up in about 15 minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. New this morning, Governor Evers is speaking out about the recently passed deal on DEI funding on UW campuses.
Shane Hogan is here with why the governor feels so strongly about this deal. This is new this morning, Shane.
Yeah, guys, this is a piece of our political reporter Will Keneally's piece, one-on-one with the governor. And Evers says the university funding deal that traded away positions in diversity, equity, and inclusion across the UW campuses was, quote, a rotten deal. Again, he sat down with Will Keneally in this one-on-one interview to discuss the deal among many other issues heading into 2024. The deal secured funding for building improvements, employee pay raises, and general funds for UW schools in exchange for the GOP-controlled legislature requiring the university system to reassign a third of current DEI positions to other work. Here's what the governor said on the deal.
I thought it was a rotten deal. The Board of Regents were bargaining on things that had already been decided in the budget. The Board of Regents should not have been, shouldn't have to have been bargaining on something that were part of law. And so I think they got taken to the cleaners on that one. That was should never have happened.
Worth noting here, the UW Board of Regents is made up of a majority of Evers appointees, but the governor said they made a misstep by agreeing to this deal. Now, you can find much more on Will's one-on-one sit-down interview with the governor on channel3000.com. That, plus you'll also hear about medical marijuana legalization, about a potential tax cut. All of that was discussed in that interview. Some really fascinating stuff moving into the new year.
Shane Hogan, thank you.
You got it.
This is part of a series of conversation, as Shane said, that Will is holding with state leaders to start the new year. You can find more comments from Governor Evers and other community voices on our Channel 3000 mobile app.
It's 6:33. A man accused of groping a woman and trying to get her into a car will be back in court today after a mistrial. 23-year-old Ivan Smart is charged with 3 counts of sexual assault. The woman accuses Smart and another man of groping her while she was waiting for an Uber near State Street last year. The 2 men were able to get her into a car and tried to drive off with her. She was able to escape. Smart received a mistrial after a jury failed to deliver a verdict back in November. Online court records show he'll be back in court today for a bail bond hearing before a status conference next month.
A man charged with shooting another man on State Street will head to trial. 41-year-old Lamar Jefferson will appear in court for a pretrial hearing on Monday. He's charged in the 2022 shooting of a man on State Street, which ended with the victim in the hospital. Police say Jefferson and the victim had gotten into a fight before the shooting and that Jefferson was illegally holding the gun as a felon, leading to heavier charges. He was on the run for more than 6 months following the shooting until police arrested him last summer in Milwaukee County.
Now to continuing coverage. The Monona community is still reeling from a police chase that ended with 3 people dead this week. Officers are sharing new plans to temporarily change their focus for those chases. They say they'll now only pursue if they believe a suspect is involved in dangerous or a felonious offense. In the week leading up to the January 1st crash, Monona PD initiated 4 separate chases. Only one of those resulted in an arrest. One community leader says public safety should still be top priority, whatever the policy is.
As an alder, my main concern is the safety of the people and residents in our community. And I want to make sure that our police department has the latitude and the ability and the tools necessary in order to make that happen.
The alder hopes the temporary change will give the department some time to reflect on their policy. We don't know how long this pause is expected to last, but the Monona police chief says he should give more specifics later on today.
Following that crash, the Dane County Sheriff's Office is defending its use of spike strips to blow out a suspect's tires. In a statement, officials said in part the decision to initiate and continue a pursuit is done so carefully and with the safety of the public a top priority. The incident is under investigation by the Wisconsin Department of Justice's Division of Criminal Investigation.
There's a new push this morning to address hate-related crime inside the city. Madison's seen its fair share of it. Last year, police report a rise in anti-Semitic and anti-Muslim incidents. In December, someone broke into a restaurant downtown and sprayed Islamophobic graffiti in the space. And in November, someone attacked a person returning from a vigil for Israel, throwing a rock at them and yelling racially charged words. It hasn't just been ethnic hate either. In May, anti-transgender graffiti and stickers appeared in public places across Madison.
These crimes are sparking a new creation in the Madison Police Department. The police department is launching a task force that will focus on preventing hate crimes. Members will investigate reported crimes, assist victims of crimes, and work with community members on what they should look for in a potential hate crime. Each district in the city will be assigned a detective to look at cases with a hate crime enhancer.
We want everyone, number one, to be safe and to feel that Madison is still a place of inclusivity and of tolerance.
Wisconsin does not have an individual hate crime charge, but hate crimes can modify individual charges to make them more severe.
Poor judgment causing reputational harm. That's the core reason the Universities of Wisconsin says it fired UW-La Crosse Chancellor Joe Gao last week. This after he confirmed to HR that he produced and appeared in online pornography with his wife. President Jay Rothman said Gao didn't disclose his activities to the board as another occupation. Rothman adds Gao showed poor judgment and a failure to see that what he was doing would disrupt campus harmony. We've posted Rothman's full letter online. You can read it over on channel3000.com.
Today's jobs report is expected to show the U.S. gained 160,000 positions in December. Such employment is key to warding off a recession. Amy Kiley reports on a potential for a so-called economic soft landing.
That is, for all Americans, good news. You have a job and prices are finally starting to moderate.
New reports show the U.S. might pull off that elusive soft landing, curtailing inflation without a recession. Today's jobs update is another data point in the big picture, but many Americans say they just don't feel it.
The typical American household has to spend over $1,000 more a month to buy the same goods and services as they did 3 years ago because of inflation. And that bugs people.
For decades, we got accustomed to very low inflation. We forgot what it is for inflation to go up.
Politicians are paying attention to that contrast between facts and feelings.
What's important is what matters to the American people and their families at that kitchen table. And the economy is the big kitchen table issue.
Still, the numbers are there. Freddie Mac says mortgage rates have ticked up a bit, but that's after 9 weeks of declines. Meanwhile, a new report shows record e-commerce this holiday season.
I think you and I as consumers will keep spending just as long as we have a job.
The Federal Reserve seems optimistic about the future. It's hinting it'll start cutting rates in the coming months.
I do think by this time next year, people will be feeling a lot better.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Something else to consider, oil prices, Middle East tensions, and shipping concerns have sent them creeping up.
6:39, let's check in with Kelly and your first warn.
Yeah, we did clear out overnight and that dropped our temperatures, but there are some clouds on the horizon and we're talking about that storm system next week. Well, the first warn forecast just ahead.
And the Golden Globes are coming up Sunday. After the break, we're going to hear from this year's host who's doing it for the first time.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
We went to Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison last night.
I don't really get how the jackpots work.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison actually has had multiple million-dollar winners.
There are linked progressive slot machines at the same casino where local players increase the jackpot amount.
And a standalone progressive jackpot increases when a player plays on an individual machine that isn't linked to any other machines. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. More ways to win. Find your perfect jackpot.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Dear winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota. Right now, you can get 2.99% APR financing for 60 months on a tough 2023 Toyota Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Have a great night and do something good. I started saying it because I was just so tired of all the bad news in the world. People are out there doing great things. I've experienced it. And believe me, it can change your day. Tell us about the good you see. Go to Channel 3000 or post it using the hashtag #DoSomethingGood. I'll share your stories on News 3 Now. Our community is full of wonderful, giving people. Let's celebrate them together. Let's do something good.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back at 6:42. After months of a Hollywood shutdown, actors, producers, writers, and directors are kicking off the film and TV awards season at Sunday's Golden Globes Awards. This year's show is under new management and has an expanded voting membership. CBS's Dania Backus has a preview of what's expected.
The red carpet is rolled out and table settings placed for Hollywood's first big party of the year.
The 81st Golden Globe ceremony will be hosted by stand-up comedian and actor Joe Coy, who says he's received advice from past hosts like Chris Rock.
He said, don't do costume changes, don't worry about your makeup, just listen to the show, watch the show, stay backstage and be ready. If something happens, you're ready.
You're going to go out there and just have fun?
I'm keeping the door open. That's what I'm going to keep the door open and have fun and enjoy this moment. Hi, Barbie!
2023's box office blockbusters Barbie and Oppenheimer lead the film nominations.
It is going to be a Barbenheimer show.
Angelique Jackson is a senior entertainment writer for Variety.
I mean, these two movies led the nominations with 9 for Barbie and 8 for Oppenheimer. And because they are in 2 separate categories, comedy and drama, they really have a chance to shine separately.
Diversity is front and center at this year's awards. A person of color was nominated in each film acting category, and 2 women are up for Best Director.
It's really exciting to see this just vast array of nominees from this voting body that is now 300 people strong.
I love you, but you are not serious people.
On the television side, Succession leads the field, racking up 9 nominations in its final season, followed by The Bear and Only Murders in the Building with 5 nominations each.
So The Bear, of course, in the comedy category is up against Abbott Elementary, which was last year's winner. So there is a little bit of tough competition.
A star-studded lineup of presenters will be handing out the awards, including Angela Bassett, George Lopez, Michelle Yeoh, and Will Ferrell. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
There are 27 first-time nominees this year. The Globes also introduced 2 new categories: TV stand-up comedy performance and cinematic and box office achievement.
So Taylor Swift is up for a Golden Globe for box office achievement for her Eras Tour movie.
Wow.
You think, I'm curious, like a lot of people probably are out there, if she's going to be there at the Golden Globes.
If she stacks up to Barbie, that would be, it's the year of Taylor Swift continued if that happens.
Let's see if she'll dominate the coverage like she does every football game that she appears at.
A cutaway to Taylor Swift every time her name is mentioned.
That's right. You can watch those Golden Globes right here on Channel 3. Sunday night, we'll have the highlight. Monday morning if it's too late for you.
6:45, Kelly Slifka has your first morn on your Friday. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, good morning, guys. It is a cold start to the morning. Still seeing some clear skies here in Madison, but there are clouds surrounding us, so I think eventually those clouds will win out. But it is chilly. You can see the sun coming up on the horizon, but also some of those clouds on the eastern horizon as well. We're sitting at 18 right now. The winds are calm, so there isn't a wind chill to speak of. We are looking at temperatures in the teens this morning. A little bit of sun, but I think eventually those clouds will move on in. All right, as far as the snow depth that came in, they actually had a little bit of snow in northern parts of the state, about an inch or so, Wausau, Ladysmith, up through Ironwood, Michigan. Now, we have some snowfall potential. Now, this is one of the latest computer models, has the heavier band of snow staying to the south, basically in northern Illinois, heading over towards Chicago, maybe extreme southeastern Wisconsin, noticing Madison on the edge of seeing maybe a couple of inches of snow. You go to the north and west, not as much. Now, if the track of the storm deviates a little bit more toward the north, that would put us in that heavier snow band. Right now, we have one storm system that's going to be tracking to the south. It's going to be hitting the mid-Atlantic states throughout the weekend. They've been talking about this big storm for the Northeast this weekend. That one's not really going to affect us. Our storm system still moving through the Pacific Northwest. That's going to dive down to the south and east. Pretty much the same location that the storm that's going to miss us to the south this weekend is positioned going into the weekend. Now, this is the storm that's expected to track to the north and east. One computer model, or if this storm system tracks a little bit more toward the north, that would put us in line with that heavier band of snow. But right now, most of the computer models are keeping it further to the south, getting closer to St. Louis toward Indianapolis. If it takes that southern track, the snow amounts will be much lighter for us. So we are going to continue to monitor that. We'll have a better idea going throughout the weekend. So tomorrow, with that southern system, maybe a few snow showers or flurries, but it looks like we're not expecting much with that going into Saturday night into Sunday morning. Next week, Tuesday, when we do have that potential of seeing some snow showers, not only then, but also some accumulation on Thursday and Sunday. So if we don't get much Tuesday, we have plenty of opportunities next week through the next weekend. It will be turning much colder, so any snow that we get is going to stick around. So I think the clouds will win out for the most part today as temperatures climb in the mid-30s as a southerly wind will bring us some milder temperatures today. Saturday, can't rule out a few snow showers or flurries. Temperatures still on the mild side in the mid-30s tomorrow. So Monday mainly dry, but as we go into Monday night into Tuesday morning, starting to see a little bit of snow. Looks like the heavier precipitation will be staying to our south, maybe even a little bit of a mix down to the south. All this should wind down by Wednesday morning. We do have a first warn alert day for that potential of snow accumulation Tuesday night, all of southern Wisconsin. Right now, it looks like the heavier snow is staying to our south. 18 in Madison right now, but it's 23 in Janesville. 20 in Watertown. So a little bit cooler here in Dane County because we did clear out. In fact, it's down to 21 in Middleton and also Verona. 18 right now at the airport. 35 today, 34 tomorrow with some scattered light snow showers or flurries. No accumulation with that. The first warn alert day for Tuesday because of that accumulating snow. If we don't get a whole lot out of that, we do have another opportunity of accumulating snow on Thursday, and then it turns much colder going into next weekend.
All right, Kelly Slifka with your first warn. Thank you very much. 6:49 coming up in the morning sprint. All of the day's top headlines to get your morning started.
If you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
At Bullet Health System, we believe it is important for you to know your specialist. Dr. Jamie France is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon dedicated to getting you back to living your life through leading-edge technology and world-class care with the least amount of downtime. Dr. France works here. He lives here. He is part of your community and enjoys family time on the ice, providing exceptional care to you. Know your specialist. Exceptional people, exceptional care.
Attention Wisconsin residents. If you're looking for individual or family dental coverage and want a dental plan that fits your needs, Momentum Insurance can help. We are a locally owned Madison-based insurance company and a trusted provider of all dental insurance needs with friendly, helpful customer service and high value in coverage and cost. To learn more or enroll, visit our website, MomentumPlans.com. That's MomentumPlans.com. Momentum Plans, dental insurance you can smile about.
We often get asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices after an accident?
The answer is very simple, yes. We don't get paid until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to hire Gruber Law Offices. The call, the consultation, all free. You pay nothing until we win your case. It's just that simple. Call us today, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
A concert experience you won't want to miss. It's the Commodores. Performing live Saturday, February 17th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. 70 million albums sold, 7 #1 hits. The Grammy Award-winning Commodores. February 17th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Are you searching for a fresh career? Then join the team at Chalk D Building Systems. We're expanding, now with 2 Sun Prairie locations, and we're looking for individuals to join our team as assemblers, material handlers, order pickers, and machine operators. Chalk D Building Systems competitive pay starts at $22 per hour, plus comprehensive benefits. 3 shifts are available with overtime potential, and you'll become part of our 100% employee-owned team. Make your next career move on the careers page at chalkd.com.
Family-owned Brothers Maine knows choosing appliances for a remodel or new build can be exciting and overwhelming. Our experienced staff has experienced it all as we've guided thousands of area families through appliance selection. Brothers Maine has a larger inventory and low-price deals that consistently beat competitors, including Big Box. You heard me, Big Box can't beat our prices. From sales to install, Brothers Maine does it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Welcome back at 6:52, time for the morning sprint.
We expect to hear from the Monona police chief today about him changing the department's police chase policy. Under the temporary change, they'll now only pursue if they believe a suspect is involved in dangerous and violent felony offenses. In the week leading up to the January 1st deadly crash in Monona PD initiated 4 separate chases. 1 resulted in an arrest.
Meanwhile, the Dane County Sheriff's Office is defending its use of a tire deflation device in that police chase that left 3 dead. Officials in a statement saying in part the decision to initiate and continue a pursuit is done so carefully and with the safety of the public a top priority. One of their deputies laid the tire deflation device that played a part in that crash.
Madison police have created a new task force to fight hate. Members will investigate reported crimes, assist victims of crime, and work with community members on what they should look for in a potential hate crime. Each district in the city will be assigned now a detective to look at cases with a hate crime enhancer. They hope that this will curb a recent rise in hate crimes in the city.
A man charged with trying to murder someone will stand trial after a judge found him competent enough for trial. 41-year-old Lamar Jefferson will be in court on Monday. He's accused of shooting a man on State Street in late 2022. Police say Jefferson and the victim had gotten into a fight before Jefferson shot him.
After a mistrial last year, a man accused of groping a woman on State Street is going back to court. According to online court records, Ivan Smart will be in court today for a bail bond hearing. He's charged with 3 counts of sexual assault. Prosecutors say that he groped a woman and tried to take her in a vehicle.
We're learning new details about the school shooting in Iowa that left 1 child dead and 5 injured. Authorities have identified the suspected shooter as Dylan Butler. He was a 17-year-old at Perry High School. Officers say Butler died on the scene after turning the gun on himself. Police also found an improvised explosive device.
Donald Trump's legal team is asking a federal judge to severely sanction and possibly hold in contempt special counsel Jack Smith and his team. Trump's lawyers accused Smith and his team of continuing to submit filings in the federal election interference case during a stay order from the judge. That stay has halted all proceedings in the case.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in the Middle East this morning for his 4th trip since the October 7th attacks. Over the next week, he'll visit several countries in the Middle East, some in the Mediterranean as well. He's in the region for urgent discussions on how to lessen the violence and rising tensions in the area.
A reminder, tonight, East Wilson will close between South Pinckney and King Streets. The Metro bus stop there will also close. You can use the detour highlighted in red on your screen. That takes you west on King Street, then south on Pinckney before rejoining the original route, turning east on Wilson. The street will reopen Sunday night.
Blue Ridge Beef is recalling more of its dog and cat food. 2-pound bags of the brand's Kitten Grind, Kitten Mix, and Puppy Mix are being pulled from shelves. That's because of salmonella and listeria contamination. Those contaminants can cause fever, vomiting, and lethargy in your pets. The products were stocked in Wisconsin stores during the last 2 months of 2023.
5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. We actually jumped up a couple degrees here in Madison after being in the teens. That's because some clouds are starting to move back into the Madison area. Most have stayed in the 20s because some of the cloud cover across the Badger State this morning. So we'll see the clouds win out throughout the day, up close to 30 at the noon hour. Should be topping out in the mid-30s today. Maybe a few peaks of sun later this afternoon. Actually pretty mild, but you can see how the clouds have now spread back into the Madison area. Looking at mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid-30s today, so still running above average. Some snow showers and flurries, little to no accumulation tomorrow, maybe a flurry on Sunday. The first more alert day for a snow storm that's going to be tracking to our south. May bring us some snow accumulation by Tuesday. Another chance next Thursday.
Kelly Slifka keeping an eye on that storm for us. Thank you.
We'll have a news and weather update in 30 minutes. See you then.